If you don't know what a woman really wants from you, it will be very difficult for you to get the woman you want. And even if you finally get her, she may not stay. This is where many men become angry. They start saying women are the same, women are confusing, women don't know what they want, women only want money, women only love bad men, women are never satisfied. But sometimes women are not the real problem. Sometimes you are your own problem. That is hard for a man to accept because it is easier to blame women than to look at yourself. It is easier to say women are bad than to ask, am I actually the kind of man a woman can respect, desire, and stay with? Many men want beautiful women, but they don't want to build themselves. Listen carefully. Women don't want too many things from you. Forget the noise you hear everywhere. Forget all the complicated advice online. Forget those men who sit down every day blaming women, but never fix themselves. There are 3 essential things women want from a man. I don't care about all the other small things people talk about. If you don't understand these 3 things, you will keep struggling with women. You may get attention for a short time, but keeping attraction, respect, and peace will be difficult. But when you master these 3 things, your problem with women starts becoming smaller because you finally understand what they are responding to. Here are the 3 things women actually want from men. The first thing is physical presentation and hygiene. Many men don't like hearing this because they think appearance is only important for women. But that is a lie. The same way you see a woman and admire her, that is the same way women also see men. The way you look at a woman's body, her hair, her dressing, her skin, her smell, her smile, and the way she carries herself, that is also the way a woman looks at you. There is nothing different. You are not the only person with eyes. Women also have eyes. You like it when a woman looks clean. You like it when she smells good. You like it when her hair is done. You like it when she dresses in a way that makes her attractive and carries herself like a woman who respects herself. So why do you think a woman will not care how you look? Why do you think your bad breath does not matter? Why do you think your dirty clothes do not matter? Why do you think your careless appearance does not matter? Before a woman knows your heart, she sees how you present yourself. Before she understands your character, she notices your smell. Before she knows your dreams, she has already judged how you carry your body. That is not wickedness. That is human nature. When you approach a woman, your appearance speaks before your mouth opens, and many men destroy their chances before the conversation even begins. They approach a woman looking careless, smelling bad, dressing like they don't respect themselves, and then they become angry when she does not respond well. But what did you expect? You want a woman to be clean, beautiful, soft, and attractive. But you don't want to bring your own level of attraction. You want her to look like something you desire, but you don't want to look like a man she can also desire. That is selfish. A man must understand that physical presentation is not about being rich. It is not about wearing expensive designer clothes. It is not about pretending to be someone you are not. It is about being clean, looking organized, smelling good. It is about dressing with sense. It is about taking care of your hair, your teeth, your skin, and your general appearance. Some men have money for alcohol, betting, games, women, and useless pleasure. But they don't have money for deodorant, perfume, toothpaste, good soap, clean clothes, or a haircut. Then they say women don't love them. No, you are not serious. A woman may not tell you directly that your breath is bad. She may not tell you your smell pushed her away. She may not tell you your dressing made her lose interest. She may just smile, give you short answers, and disappear. And you will think she is proud. Sometimes she is not proud. She is just not attracted to what you presented. This is why a man must learn to take care of himself before chasing women. Don't wait until you have a girlfriend before you start looking good. Don't wait until you want to approach a woman before you start cleaning yourself. Don't wait until people insult you before you realize hygiene matters. Your body is part of your message. You don't need to be the most handsome man in the room. But you must not look like a man who has given up on himself. A clean, confident, well-presented man will always have more power than a man who is careless and hoping his heart will be enough. Your heart may be good, but attraction does not begin from your heart. Attraction begins from what the person first experiences from you. So before you complain that women don't want you, ask yourself honestly, if a woman presented herself the way I present myself, would I be attracted to her? That question alone will humble many men. The second thing women want is masculinity. And when I say masculinity, I am not talking about noise. I am not talking about shouting. I am not talking about abusing women. I am not talking about pretending to be hard when your emotions are weak. Masculinity is confidence, emotional stability, leadership, and direction. Masculinity is the ability to make a woman feel like she is with a man, not with a child. A woman wants to feel that the man beside her has strength. Not just physical strength, but mental strength, emotional strength, decision-making strength. The kind of strength that makes her feel safe, guided, and calm. Many men don't understand this. They think a woman only wants love. Yes, women want love, but love without masculine presence becomes weak. If you love a woman but you have no confidence, no emotional control, no direction, and no leadership, she may appreciate your kindness, but she may not respect you deeply. And when respect dies, attraction starts dying too. A woman does not want to feel like she is dating another woman. She does not want to feel like she is the man in the relationship. She does not want to feel like she must lead everything, decide everything, carry everything, and still manage your emotions like a child. This is where many men lose respect. They are too emotional. They panic too quickly. They complain too much. They beg too easily. They get jealous over everything. They become insecure over small things. They cannot control their anger, their fear, their sadness, or their need for attention. And then they call it love. No, sometimes it is not love. Sometimes it is emotional weakness. If a woman does not reply fast, you lose your mind. If she is quiet, you start shaking. If she pulls away, you chase like your life is finished. How can a woman respect a man like that? Your emotions must be stronger than that of a woman if you want her to respect your presence. This does not mean you should be cold. It means you should not be controlled by every feeling. A man can feel anger and still speak with control. A man can feel jealousy and still behave with dignity. That is masculinity. Masculinity is when a woman knows you care, but she also knows you are not weak. She knows you love her, but she knows you will not tolerate disrespect. She knows you can listen, but she also knows you can lead. That balance is what many men are missing. Some men think being masculine means controlling a woman. That is childish. A real masculine man does not need to control a woman because he has control over himself. He does not shout every time he wants to be heard. A real man leads with calmness. He has direction. He knows what he wants. He does not move like a confused person waiting for a woman to give his life meaning. This is very important. A woman can love you, but if she feels you have no direction, she will become tired. If she feels you need her to mother you, she will lose attraction. Women love to be with a man they can look at and feel. This man knows where he is going. Not a perfect man, not a man who never makes mistakes, but a man who is not empty inside. A man with direction has a different energy. He does not spend all day chasing women because he has something he is building. He does not make a woman the center of his entire life because his life already has a center. He does not beg for respect because his behavior commands it. And that is why emotional stability is very important. A woman will test your emotions, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. If you fail those moments, she may not say anything, but something inside her will change. She will start feeling like she is with a boy. And once a woman starts seeing you like a boy, it is hard for her to desire you like a man. This is why you must build masculine energy. Not fake masculinity, not internet masculinity, real masculinity. Be strong enough to lead, but mature enough to listen. That is what makes a woman feel the presence of a man. The third thing women want is money. Many people will lie about this because they want to sound nice. They will say, money does not matter. They will say, love is enough. They will say, a good heart is all a woman needs. But real life will humble you. Money is very important in modern relationships. Even if many women will not tell you directly, most women want a man who is doing better than them, or at least a man who is seriously building himself. They want a man they can look up to. They want a man who has something going on. They want a man who is not just surviving emotionally, but also trying to stand financially. That is female nature. Women may talk about love, care, attention, and loyalty, and those things matter. But when it comes to long-term respect and security, financial stability matters deeply. A woman may like you when you are broke, but if there is no growth, no effort, no plan, no ambition, and no movement, her attraction will suffer. Because no serious woman wants to feel like she is following a man who is going nowhere. This does not mean every woman is a gold digger. That is where many men get it wrong. They hear money and immediately become angry. They say, so women only want money? No, that is not the point. The point is that money represents stability. Money represents ability. Money represents responsibility. Money represents options. Money represents the fact that a man can handle life without always crying, begging, or depending on people. And this is not only important for women, it is important for you as a man. Money changes how you see yourself. It changes how you move. It changes how you talk. Money changes how you see women. When a man has nothing, he often becomes desperate. He starts looking at women like they are the prize that will fix his empty life. He starts tolerating nonsense because he is afraid of losing the only woman giving him attention. He starts begging because he has no options. He starts confusing love with survival. A broke man who has no purpose can become very weak in relationships. He may love deeply, but his love becomes needy. He may care, but his care becomes fear. He may give attention, but the attention becomes suffocating. He may want peace, but his insecurity creates problems. That is why a man must focus on himself first. Instead of chasing women when you have nothing, build yourself. Instead of spending your whole day thinking about how to get a woman, ask yourself how to become a man women can respect. Instead of crying that women don't love broke men, ask yourself why you are comfortable remaining broke. Instead of becoming bitter, become better. Because the truth is brutal. If you have no money, no direction, no discipline, and no plan, you should not make women your main focus. You should focus on your life first. A woman will not save you. A relationship will not rescue you. Love will not pay your bills. Beauty will not fix your weakness. Romance will not give you purpose. If you are empty as a man, a woman will only expose that emptiness faster. Many men want to date seriously when their life is not serious. They want a loyal woman, but they cannot provide stability. They want respect, but they are not building anything. They want a woman to look up to them, but there is nothing in their life that shows leadership. And then they blame women. No, build yourself. That is why financial stability gives a man options. A man with direction and financial growth carries himself differently. He does not need to announce it. His confidence shows. His calmness shows. His choices show. His standards show. That kind of man becomes harder to manipulate because he is not hungry for validation. But a man who has nothing and still makes women his main mission will suffer. He will say, "Women are wicked," when the real issue is that he refused to build himself. So when I say women want money, don't misunderstand me. I am not saying you must be rich before a woman can love you. I am saying you must not be lazy. You must not live like a man with no plan and expect a woman to respect you deeply. A woman can respect a man who is still building. She can support a man who has vision. She can stay with a man who is not yet rich, but is clearly serious with his life. But if you are doing nothing, going nowhere, blaming everyone, and still expecting a woman to treat you like a king, you are deceiving yourself. That is why money is part of attraction, whether people like it or not. Now listen carefully. These three things work together. Physical presentation brings attention. Masculinity brings respect. Money and financial direction bring stability. This is why a man must not improve only one side of himself. You must build your outer life and your inner life. These are the three essential things. Master them, and many of your problems with women will be solved. Ignore them, and you will keep blaming women for a weakness you refused to fix. Because at the end, women are not always the problem.